I'm gonna talk about that, bro. You okay? Bro, I'm about to get these Drake certified lover boy socks, the Nike joints. Okay. But yeah, I'm about to get these, man. I was wondering when he was dropping those. The certified lover boy. Let me get the hat too. I can hear that.
Y'all can hear me now. It's Sunday. It is Sunday, November 29th, 2020. And yes, I am still full as fuck. I am still stuffed. But hey, this is what you get with Thanksgiving weekend or week, whatever the fuck you want to call it. This is another installment of Around the Point here on YouTube.com, and I am not alone, guys. As you already know, it's me, it's Steve. And I am not alone. I'm here joined by, and he's back. He's back. It's been a minute. The big brother, all the way in Detroit, Big Mike. He's looking at his phone right now. Big Mike, what's the word, bro? How you been?
Nothing much. I'm looking at the chat. See, I'm
looking at the chat. Oh, we got the okay. He's moderating the chat. He's on his He's on the iPhone. Oh shit, he's on the iPhone right now. I see you, bro. You on that iPhone now, huh? What you got? That's the 10.
That's the XR.
You're not getting the 11. Remember about the 12?
Yeah.
What are they on?
I'm getting a 12, like mid-January.
I feel you.
Yeah.
I feel you, bro. So, Mike, how was your Thanksgiving, bro?
It was wonderful, man. Just me and my family. Food.
How many rounds did you go, man? How many rounds did you go?
Oh,
that's
man,
the $1 million.
I can't eat as many plates as I used to, so I only ate one plate.
Oh,
but I had a lot though.
Did you fill up that big ass plate? Like, did you?
I did. I sectioned my plate off with different stuff. I had like honey turkey on one side. I had beef on the other. I had mac and cheese, potato salad, greens.
Yeah.
All of that sectioned off with a croissant. So yeah.
Oh man.
It was amazing.
See, I get for a lot of families, Thanksgiving is a sacred holiday, right? Like in American culture, right? Thanksgiving is a sacred holiday. Where if you are to not celebrate Thanksgiving with said family, what have you, it's like you commit the cardinal sin. And I get that. Okay? I get that. Hey, family, people travel from different states to come over to one person's house and all that shit. Granted, with this pandemic, it's not possible.
Right.
So this year, I went to my godmother's house, and everyone brought something. So my godmother made turkey, obviously. My aunt made the rice. My other aunt, that is, right, made the rice.
Mm-hmm.
My other aunt made a potato salad. My cousin made a macaroni salad. My mother brought this like Jewish style rice.
Oh, what style rice?
It's like a Jewish style. It's like yellow rice with pasta almost, like cut up pasta with raisins and stuff like that, right? Now, I made for the first time a baked ziti.
And it looked delicious too. I want you to ship me some.
For the first time in my... Here's the thing about it, like, I've heard people always say, oh, Steve, you don't bring in nothing, you don't do this. Little do they know that I help my mom every single year on Thanksgiving make something. Again, because I'm the culinary major of the family and shit, right? So I made a baked ziti for the first time. And here's the thing about it, too. I was contemplating, do I make a lasagna? Do I make a ham?
Right.
Right? Because every year is different, right? Like one time, my other uncle he bought a pork shoulder. We call it in Latin culture, it's called pernil, pork shoulder, basically, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I made a big ziti. Like fuck it, I'll just do a big ziti. Cause I'll go do lasagna.
Right.
I was gonna do a lasagna. I feel like this is shouldn't be complicated, right? I've done lasagna before, but I'm like, nah, that's basic though.
Yeah, I was just going to say that. I was like, that's basic.
So
big ziti look good.
They do a big ziti. Fuck it, we just do a fucking big ziti. Connor, what is up, brother? What is up? So from the OK Fape show, what's up, Connor? So that was the thing, right? All right, I'm gonna do that. We all did this, what have you, right? But that was that. Honestly, that was basically Thanksgiving. And then the bullshit happened.
Yeah.
The bullshit. So I was waiting to talk about this because I feel like honestly, and here's the thing about it. When I'm about to tell you guys, this is not to, oh my God, no, don't. Whatever y'all do, don't. So I found out today that I tested positive for COVID-19. Yeah. I tested today positive for COVID-19. Yeah. And let me tell you something right now. I feel okay. Okay, I feel okay. I'm not ill or, anything like that. I did have the symptoms on Thursday night when I came back home from Thanksgiving dinner. Right? I started feeling weak almost. Now, granted, the way this happened is my mother was sick first, apparently.
Okay.
She was sick because she got it from my grandmother. My grandmother was first though because apparently the person that takes care of her didn't have any symptoms, but she had COVID, and she didn't even know about it.
She was asymptomatic.
She's asymptomatic, yeah. So then last Wednesday, not the one that passed, but the Wednesday prior, I'm going to my morning job, and as I'm leaving, my grandma's going to the bathroom, and she falls on her ass. She falls on her ass, and it's like, what the fuck? This never happens to her. Granted, she's fallen out of the bed before. We just help her up, what have you. But she had trouble since that Wednesday, take a shower, to go to the bathroom and all that shit. Because again, her bones were weak. So that happened. The Sunday, my mother started feeling ill. But we just thought, okay, just a cold, what have you, right? Because my mom told me, hey, she took a flu shot. It's probably a reaction, right? So then Wednesday, my mom and my grandmother took a test. They got a COVID test. So then after Thanksgiving, I started feeling, ill and shit. I started feeling ill. And I'm like, okay, after I put pieces together, I don't want to think that it's COVID. I didn't want to think about it. So Friday, I started feeling, I had a fever. And then I had chills. I know I have a fever when I have the chills. Like I started shivering and shit. That's when I know it's a fever. Like, holy shit, it's happening. So I called this spot. And now, granted, I have friends that had COVID. That have gone through the bullshit. That have gone through getting a test, right? So I asked them, hey, what did you do? Where'd you go get a test? What have you, right? Now, mind you, getting a test right now is a bitch. Really? It's a pain in the ass to get a fucking test right now. Right? So one of my friends, she recommended me the spot. It's called City MD. Right? It's here in the New Jersey, New York area. Right? It's a rapid test and it's free. So she go over there, what have you. All right, no problem. So I called them up. I'm like, hey, can I come in today? They're like, no, because we already reached our capacity, people that are getting tested. So can you come in tomorrow, which is a Saturday? All right, no problem. I'm like, what time do you guys open? Oh, we open at 8 a.m., but we recommend you come in 2 to 3 hours in advance. So I'm like, all right, no problem. I'll do that. So that's Saturday, right? I get up at 4 in the morning, 5 in the morning, and I head out there. I bought a coffee and all that stuff to keep me awake. As I get there, bro, I park my car. Bro, there's been people waiting since fucking midnight. Imagine, bro, Black Friday. And granted, yeah, it was Black Friday week, all the fucking. But imagine you going to Best Buy on Black Friday. That's how long the line was. It was curving, bro. It was curving, bro. People were out there from fucking minutes. People were in the chairs. People were in their cars and shit, right? So, I'm like, damn, I underestimated this shit. And as I'm in this line, my mom calls me up. Yeah, I got my result. Me and your grandmother tested positive. So I already knew, yep, I'm gonna get positive too. So all this is happening. It's fucking 9 a.m. They open up. Apparently, they open at 9 a.m. on Saturday. So the lady comes out with the clipboard. She gets my name and my number. Okay, listen, you're number 100. You're the last one we're going to test today. All right? I would recommend you go home. We'll call you when to come in. 5 to 6 hours. Okay, no problem. I'll do that. So I'm home, right? I made a soup, by the way, on Saturday. I made a fucking chicken noodle soup.
Mm.
And I call the place. Hey, what's going on? It's almost 3 o'clock. You guys haven't called me yet. What's going on is right now we have reached we're still at number 80, and we'll be taking no more tests after this. So there's that. So I'm like, okay, that's fine, but will you be able to test me tomorrow then? Being that, hey, I'm number 100, or do I have to basically make the line all over again? Yeah, you got to make the line all over again and camp out and shit like that.
Wow.
So I'm like, fuck all this shit. And I didn't say it. And again, I went off on the girl on the phone, and I feel like a dick for doing it. I feel like an asshole for doing it. But I went off on this chick. Now, granted, keep this in mind, all right? This is not a game. This COVID shit is not a fucking game. There's a shitload of people as we speak that are trying to get tested, that are trying to find out. Because, again, the last thing they want to do is miss work.
All right.
Especially during a fucking holiday coming up.
All right.
You know what I mean? And I don't like this at all. I hate the fact that this happened.
Yeah.
So, knowing all this shit and knowing what I know, all right, fuck all this. I'm going to get there at 10 p.m. I'm going to take my fucking folding chair that I use when I go to the beach, right?
Yeah.
And I'm going to put that in the back of my car, and I'm going to drive out there. Before I did, I went to Burger King. I got 2 Whopper because, bro, I don't know if you have this in Detroit, but the Burger King, they have this 2 for $5 deal.
That's every Burger King.
The mix and match, bro, is fucking rocking, bro.
Yeah.
So I got that on the way, and I got there. I'm the first car there, bro. I was not beat this time. So literally, I put the chair outside, and I sat in my car. The whole night, I sat in my car.
Wow.
I watched the Jake Paul fight and versus Nate Robinson, and I watched the Mike Tyson fight all on my phone.
Wow.
Live. While eating 2 Whoppers and shit. And I sleep. It's cold. I keep this in mind. There are moments where I had to turn off my car. Because I did not want the fucking battery to go out.
All right.
So there's moments where I'm sleeping in the cold, bruh. Freezing as shit, bruh. Now, mind you, I'm prepared for this shit. Because what I do in the morning, I work in the airport. I work outside. So I'm used to this shit.
All right.
You feel me? So I wake up and it's like 6 a.m. and I see more chairs already piled up. All these cars are parked and shit. I'm like, oh, okay. I get out. I go to Dunkin' Donuts. They'll give me a coffee and all that stuff. Mind you, I'm doing this and I'm watching The Last Dance on Netflix. And I'm watching Dragon Ball Super on Funimation. All this shit at once. The time comes to open up, and I'm the first guy that walks in. They put my information, and they send me into this room. They put the thing on my nose, the little swab thing. I was envisioning, like, yo, they're going to shove that shit up my nose. Nah, just a little tickle. Circular motion around both earlobes, whatever, but both the nose, what do you call it? Yeah, the nostrils. Yeah, there you go. And that was it. That was it. They checked my blood pressure and all that stuff.
Oh, you got the easy test. When I took my test, it was.
They shoved that shit up your nose?
Yes, they shoved it up there and then they twist for like 30 seconds.
The lady counted 15 seconds too, yo. That was funny. She counted 15 seconds.
She did 30 with me.
So there was that. The doctor tells me, hey, man, listen, they asked me what's going on. Listen, my mom and my grandma tested positive. That's why I'm here. Okay. If your test comes negative, you have to quarantine still for 14 days. Right. No problem. Either way, I'm still going to take time off. It's funny because my afternoon job, which is, by the way, at the supermarket, they're like, oh, if you test negative, you can come back to work. But I live with 2 people that test positive. How the fuck do you want me to go to work? How the fuck do you want me to go into work You get what I'm saying? Like, makes no fucking sense. So, and then they're like, oh, we'll get your result in 15 minutes. That's what I like too. Is rapid testing. You get your result in 15 minutes. They email it to you and shit. So I'm in my car waiting for this email to hit. And it's like the longest 15 minutes of my life, dude. And the worst of all, dude, I'm already stinking, bruh. My balls are sweating. I did shower, but you can imagine, like, bro, I'm in my car all fucking day.
Yeah.
I cannot wait to go home. Right?
Yeah.
And then I get the email with my result, and it says you're positive. You tested positive for COVID-19. I'm like, well, I already knew that already.
All right.
And here's the thing again, bro. Let me just get this out of the way right now, okay? Motherfuckers will assume shit.
All right.
All right? Motherfuckers will assume, oh, Steve, you didn't wear a mask. Fuck you. Yes, I have been wearing a fucking mask to this fucking pandemic. I've been encouraging motherfuckers to wear a mask. You're talking to someone that works in fucking retail, where I had to deal with assholes that come into the fucking supermarket. And you know what they do, bro? You know what they do? I see a lot of these motherfuckers do this shit. They put the t-shirt over the nose and pass off. I'm sorry. No, that does not count.
Yeah.
That's not. And the problem is that the store that I work at, sadly, is very SJW with the shit. They're very pussy. Like, oh, you know, if you don't have a mask, we'll provide you a mask. Nah, bruh. No mask, no service.
Yeah.
That's what it should be. No mask, no service.
Where I work at, we still have the sign that say "mask, no service" on the window, but some people still come in there with no mask on. But we don't say anything, so we don't like have them like freak out or anything.
Exactly. Another thing too. Oh, he probably went to a party or with large gathering. People had no mask on. No, you're wrong there too. You have any idea? Yes. Have I been to parties in 2020 before the pandemic? Fuck yeah, I have. Now, have I been invited to these parties during the pandemic where you go on Instagram, DM me for the Addy? I've been invited. I'm not gonna deny that. But have I gone? No.
All right.
That would be stupid. Do you have any idea how many people's stories on the gram I see? People going to parties and shit. It's an indoor party too at that. Yeah. And they're turning up with no mask on. It's like, bro, do you not realize we're in a fucking pandemic right now?
Right.
This is not again, this pandemic shit is not a fucking joke. And I know people are going to say, oh, but Steve, Mike, the vaccine is coming in a couple of weeks. The vaccine is coming. Pfizer just sent out a shipment to Chicago. But do you have any idea how long we've been waiting for the FDA to approve this shit? And yet they have not approved anything yet?
Right.
So, again, I've went through by the rules, bruh. It happened. This just, and again, I don't feel, what's what I'm looking for here? I'm okay, if you will. The show goes on. I'm going to be home now for 2 weeks. I'm going to be looking at my room for 2 weeks, basically. My house will become a fucking bubble for 2 weeks. But there's that. I'm going to be playing FIFA for the next 2 weeks in a row, going on Netflix, going on all these watching movies. And hey, maybe we'll bring back the throwback. We'll get that done too, maybe, right?
Yeah.
About that. Yeah, about that, Steve.
Yeah, my schedule.
About that, Steve. Yeah, about that, Steve.
Yeah,
it's like I'm on this fucking roll, like, yeah, and then you're gonna go, about that, Steve.
Yeah, like my schedule's so like different each day, so it depends on what day you want to do that.
We'll see.
Right.
So that's the thing, guys. Your boy has COVID-19. I'm dealing with the COVID. I'm sorry, the vid.
Right.
Yeah, bro. I saw the Kevin Hart special on Netflix.
Yeah, that crap was trash.
It had its moments, okay?
It
It
had
had
one
its
funny joke, and it was the vid joke.
vid and the butter.
No, I didn't find that funny.
Hey,
After the first joke, I literally straight faced the whole.
no, no, no,
You
no,
know
no.
what? Because what I was doing, it really didn't hold my attention. After the vid joke, I was watching Jeezy versus Gucci.
Bruh, that was insane, bruh.
Yeah.
And here's the thing about it, like, I never catch these verses. I never really do.
I seen 3 of them.
I watched like the Snoop Dogg and DMX.
I didn't watch that one.
I caught the Jeezy and Gucci Mane,
Obviously, I watched that one.
and I think that was the only 2 that I caught.
I watched Brandy and Monica, and what was the other one I watched? I watched Rick Ross and 2 Chainz.
And again, I wish there was like the YouTube channel that provided this, not just Instagram.
Bro, you can go this literally 4 ways. It's Instagram, Apple Music, Apple TV, Apple Music, and YouTube. Like everybody's live streaming once a versus happens. So all you got to do is just press versus, and it's like a whole bunch of people streaming the whole thing.
Yeah. You guys are kicking ass in the chat, by the way. We have the OK Fabe Show, aka Connor. We have Silver Surfer. We have Eric, whose his 25th birthday is tomorrow. Happy early birthday to Eric. Alyssa Stanberry asked question. I know Seth Rollins' father gets sympathy win Royal Rumble challenge. Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins is babyface. Roman Reigns heel. Great. Book is storylines. Set up him Roman. What the fuck?
I'm gonna time that person out just for that.
Nah. Don't be that person, bro. I mean, may I recommend Alyssa? I'm gonna be a dick when I say this because I don't know you, but may I recommend you grammar check what you text next time? And you think about it, like, I noticed the wrestling community can be very assholish with grammar. On Twitter?
They are. Everybody is pretty much.
I know. Like, it was a grammar Nazi all of a sudden. But anyway. Where was talk about verses, right? I saw that. I mean, who you thought won, bro?
Obviously, Jeezy won. Yeah, Jeezy won. You got the more commercial hits. Gucci is a hood guy.
Yeah.
So
let's all get wasted. Party.
Yeah, I knew a couple of the. I knew a lot of the Gucci stuff, but the Jeezy stuff, like I grew up listening to Jeezy.
I put on from my city, Soul Survivor. That was the first song I ever heard from Jeezy that I can remember. Growing up, like, all right. You know what's funny? I said this on Twitter. Like, yo, imagine if there was like a YWC versus, yo. And the first 2 names I put, yo, Sean's View Entertainment and Spinnernet 1, yo. I'm not sure. Were you around for Spinnernet?
I wasn't, but I think I saw a couple of videos.
Like, yeah, bro. Like, imagine if those 2 did a versus. The Bizzard, what's up, brother? How are you, man?
What would they verse?
I have no idea. Just random wrestling topics and shit. Just random bullshit.
Well, Sean's View talk about CM Punk for like 20 minutes. Yeah.
CM Punk's return. Again, Spinnernet was like the OG of the community. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe Sean's versus Truth Slayer. I don't fucking know. I don't know. Anyway. Again, that's what's going on. I have COVID. I plan on getting retested in 10 days from now. I plan on getting retested 10 days from now to see where I'm at. That's the plan too. Anyway, Mike, speaking of versus and fighting, bro, how about last night, yo? I did tell you, I did say, again, in my whole process of getting this COVID test, it's no fucking joke. I watched in my car the big boxing fight, the big boxing extravaganza.
Yeah.
Triller presents Mike Tyson versus Roy Jones Jr. in Tyson's Legends League. League of Legends, Legends League. I'm going to say this right now. I hope this is the only time they ever do this shit, bro.
It's not.
Never again. Never again.
Bro, did I tell you the story about this?
Go ahead.
After you showed me the rules in the group chat, I made the decision not to buy it. I was like, oh, that's the rules? I'm not wasting my money. I was gonna have a fight party.
Nah, bruh. You know what's funny? My friend who covers boxing. I got a friend who covers boxing, Jonathan, aka P for P Glory, Pound for Pound Glory. He covers boxing. Because of him, I was able to attend. This was back in 2016. I was able to attend Sean Porter versus Keith Thurman at Barclays Center.
Oh, that's dope.
And it was out of the nowhere too. Like, yo, it was a Friday. I was working out at the park. He hit me up on fucking Facebook. Hey man, I was wondering, do you want to go to a boxing fight? I'm like, yeah, sure. Where at? Oh, it's in New York. Who's fighting? You know what I mean? And again, I didn't think, it's Sean Porter and Keith Thurman. I heard advertisement of this shit. Like, oh, fuck, okay. Yeah, man, just got to go on this site. Here's my promo. Because again, before the pandemic, he would always get a credential pass.
Yeah.
To these boxing fights. That's the thing about the boxing community, bro. When it comes to the press, dude, they don't fuck around, bro. They put the wrestling community to shame, bro.
Yeah, because you know why?
Because boxing is real.
Not only that, but the wrestling community is like, everybody's so territorial.
Yeah, I know. But there was that. So I got there, bro. I remember I got to Barclays, dude. I wore a New Japan shirt too, which was funny as shit, bro. Which was most hilarious. I wore a New Japan like baseball style shirt almost.
Oh
right?
Yeah.
And I saw a lot of people from even boxers was just walking around. Danny Jacobs was walking around. Danny was walking around too. Danny Garcia. Dudes from the Boxing Voice. I don't know if you know them or not.
No.
They were walking
around. I'm just now starting to get into like the boxing community.
Ellie Setback from ES News. They were just walking around Barclay. And again, they were just high-fiving my boy. Like, they're just because they know him and shit, right? My boy got Paulie Malignaggi to do him a boxing intro for his website and shit.
Oh, a drop.
Yeah. My boy also interviewed, and I held the camera for him too. He interviewed Danny Jacobs outside of Barclays Center, and I held the camera for him and shit. Right.
That's cool.
And again, it's funny because, bro, these boxers, they don't give a fuck. Yo, you talk to them, you can record them and talk, and they don't give a shit, bro. Like, Paul was giving my boy tips on boxing and shit and all that stuff. It was crazy. But the point of the matter is, though, he sent me this photo of the rules for the fight. For Mike Tyson fight.
Yeah.
For the Mike Tyson fight. These were the rules, apparently. I have the photo right here. And again, I'm pretty sure you all know already. If you watched the fight, if you have not, but they were talking about these special rules for the fight. No knockouts allowed. No judges were at ringside. Winner will not be declared. If we all saw what happened.
Right.
What's up, Dave? How are you, brother? If a cut occurs, the fight is over. 8 rounds for 2 minutes each. Israel Adesanya, the UFC middleweight champion, is commentating. Not only was he commentating, you had Mauro Ranallo. I don't know what the fuck is on top of his head right now. I don't know.
Looks all right with the long hair.
I don't know what that is, bro, but that ain't it for me, bro. And there's an exhibition, no bets allowed, which is bullshit because DraftKings was taking bets for this fight.
Yeah, but it was the regular pick who wins, the little quick picks. It wasn't like you put money down and stuff.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
So there was that. Now, let me just say this, dude. Because let's be real about it. No one gave a fuck about anything except the last 2 fights.
Exactly. That's all I watched.
So, let's start off with the Jake Paul stuff. Let's get into the Jake Paul versus the Nate Robinson fight real quick. Because I really want to get... Listen, man. As you know, me and Walter, aka at Hey and Walter, Mr. I just fucked your girl. I'm sure he doesn't go by that name no more. He's now a committed man, if you will. But anyway. Me and Walter, we are known to be, Knicks fans. We're fans of the New York Knickerbockers, if you will, of these New York Knicks, right? We be rocking that blue and orange from time to time, if you will. We appreciate the era of Jeff Van Gundy, Allen Houston, Marcus Camby, Patrick Ewing, if you will. But that's around the point. That's around the point. So Nate Robinson, 3-time NBA slam dunk champion, right? The guy that jumped over
Dwight Howard,
right? Kryptonite, right? He jumped over Superman, right?
All right.
Fighting Jake Paul, who's apparently he's a professional boxer.
Apparently.
Yes, he's a pro boxer. He had 3. This would be his third fight.
Second pro fight.
Yeah, his second pro fight, but he already had 3 fights already. He fought an amateur fight back in 2017 or 2018. It was
KSI.
It was against KSI in the first Logan and no.
He fought Deji.
He fought Deji.
Yeah.
But I was on the undercard of the KSI and Logan Paul first fight.
Yeah.
In the UK. So keep that in mind. So he's a professional boxer, right? He's a professional boxer. And again, he's fighting. Think about this, right? We're putting this kid in the undercard of Mike Tyson's return to the ring.
Right.
And God knows how long.
15 years.
15 fucking years, bro. Yes. Dre said it best. Mauro with the soccer mom hairstyle. Amen, Dre. A fucking man. Keep that in mind, okay? And here's the thing, bro. Apparently, these two guys were trash talking each other leading up to the fight. And again, you gotta hype this shit up. I get it, okay? It's the fight. But I'm sorry. Here's the thing. I get where people are gonna shit on it. I get it. This is not what the sport of boxing is supposed to be. It's a sweet science. It's an American pastime, just like baseball and football is, right?
I don't think boxing was an American sport. I think it was a British sport.
Nah, but in America, though, in American history, okay?
Whatever. Let's keep
Muhammad Ali, Rocky Marciano, right?
Yeah, Rocky Marciano. Yeah.
Rocky Marciano, Muhammad Ali, you name it, right? You name it, there is there, right?
Right.
And here's Jake Paul. Yes, he's a guy with a massive following. No one's gonna deny that. Say what you want about him.
How many subs he got on YouTube? Like 15?
15 million, I think it is.
That's ridiculous.
And a shitload of Twitter followers, right? And listen, if you're a boxing promoter, I get what you're trying to do. You want to attract a younger audience.
Right.
That's what this was, bro. But granted, say what you want about the kid. Oh, he's terrible, he this and that. But he's been training his ass off, bro, for years.
Yeah.
Now, granted, does that even, all that I'm saying, does it merit him being put on this card? Fuck no.
I mean, you do what you got to do.
To get people to watch the shit. I get it.
Yeah.
That I understand. But let's just say one thing right now, bro. Snoop Dogg's commentary on this fight was just fucking gold, bro. Just fucking gold. And here's Nate Robinson. Like I mentioned before, 3-time NBA, not MVP, holy shit, man. MVP, NBA slam dunk contest, right? Contest winner.
Yeah.
Jumped over Dwight Howard.
Yeah.
Right? And I watched the weigh-in, bruh. This is a fucking mismatch.
Yeah, dude's like 5'6",
He's 5'6", and Jake's like
181,
Jake. How much did Jake weigh in?
189.
That
Longer
not
reach.
longer reach, bigger weight, and God only knows how much Jake weighed when he went into the ring.
Right.
And Jake fucking had his way with him. Like
Yeah.
you knew the fight was over, bro. Bro, you knew the fight was over when the bell rings and Nate just runs off to Jake Paul.
And leans with his head.
Leans with his head, his footwork. And again, you know what it is too, bro? I get it. It's the whole like moment. Hey, you're in the fight. You're a pro debut.
Yeah.
Right? You're
Yeah.
in the moment, so the jitters are there. The first time you're in the ring. But let's get one thing clear, bro. Just because you were good in one sport does not mean you're gonna be good in another sport, bro. Michael Jordan is this amazing basketball player, will go down the greatest of all fucking time, right?
Yeah.
But he was a shitty baseball player.
He was getting better, but he was horrible.
But come on, let's be real about it. The
He
people
was
are not gonna
horrible.
remember.
He was
People are not
horrible.
gonna remember. People are not gonna remember for his time in baseball in the was it the D League or the B League?
Right.
People are not gonna remember that.
Oh no, it was AAA baseball.
Triple A.
Yeah, D League,
Well,
G League is basketball.
When I think of AAA, I think of the Mexican promotion in Lucha Libre. Okay.
I think of batteries.
Me too. Me too. Batteries. Me too. I think of batteries. Okay. So that's when I knew, like, yeah, but this is a mismatch, bro. And listen, Nate got like one or two shots in.
Yeah.
One or two shots in on Jake Paul.
Yeah, he did.
But Jake just, bro, the first knockdown happened, like, yep, it's over.
Yeah, he was like, oh, he hit me in the back of my head. And then they showed the replay. It was like, no, he hit you in the side of the ear.
Nah, dude. And then the second one happened, it was a slip.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Bro, but Snoop's commentary was everything for this fight.
Yeah.
And then the knockout happened.
Oh, man.
Snoop's commentary. Oh, Lord. I started dying. Yo, no. And I'm watching this shit. I'm like, yo, like, if you guys have never seen Jake Paul before, look him up. Not even that, but like, look at him prior to his boxing run, right? Like,
he was scrawny a little bit. He gained some weight.
No, hold on. Let me find some photos here and shit.
Wasn't he like a little on the lean side, and he like bulked up?
Yeah, he bulked up, bruh.
Like he's like a middleweight right now. He's like middleweight weight.
Nah, but dude, you should have seen
light
him.
Heavyweight.
I don't know, but bro, you should have seen him though when he, like, prior to this boxing gig, bro. He was a little wimp.
Yeah, he was. That's what I'm saying. He was like lean, scrawny.
He was a Disney star, bro.
Yeah.
And if you're Nate Robinson, bro, your career has now gone in the trash.
Not really. I mean, he's gonna be a meme, but he's gotta redeem himself.
He's a meme for life. He is now, bro. He got knocked out by fucking Dirk from the Disney Channel, bro. Bro, he got knocked out by the dude that sings "Is Every Day," bro.
Yeah, I know, right?
Think about it, bro.
Yeah.
England is my city.
Yes.
Think about it, bro.
Yeah. I mean,
he got knocked out by some kid from Ohio.
And I hate Ohio too. But here's the thing. I give Nate credit because after all of the training that he did,
he got in shape. No one's denying that, but doesn't mean that
he's always been in shape. Like, he's always been in shape, but he had to get in the boxing shape. But after all the training that he did, and he went out there and did that, and he got knocked out, and he took it like a man, nose bleeding and everything, mouth bleeding. He deserved credit because can't nobody else do that. Everybody can laugh at him, but not everybody can get in there and take a punch to the face and get knocked out flat on his face.
Jake Paul, Dave's right here. Jake Paul fight made Kimbo and Dana look entertaining to me. Nah, bruh. No, I wouldn't go that far. But here's the thing, though, bruh. Here's the thing, though. At the same time, as much as we want to shit on Nate Robinson, as much as we want to shit on, I know a lot of the boxing peers want to shit on Jake Paul, and I get it. I understand, right?
Yeah, I think he needs to pump his brakes about the people that he wants to fight. He don't want none of Conor McGregor. Now, Conor can lose to Floyd because that's different. Him and Conor, that's different.
Dylan Dennis, he threw out KSI. He threw out Logan Paul.
I don't know who Dylan Dennis is, but I'm pretty sure he's the real deal too.
He's one of Conor's trainers. So remember when Khabib beat Conor, right?
Yeah.
So the guy that Khabib hopped over the cage to fight, that was Dylan Dennis.
Okay, yeah, he don't want none of that neither.
He want none of that either.
Yeah, he don't want none of that neither. That's going into territory that
the guy
he's too.
There's a YouTube family, apparently Adam something. I don't know. Again, I don't know. But the point is, though, listen. I know it's gonna sound like, oh, how dare you say this right now? But if you're boxing right now, this is the type of shit you need right now. And listen, yeah. I am not a big fan of the YouTube boxing, bro. As far as mixing it with the current boxing events, if you will. I think if you want to do the YouTube boxing, fine, but have it be its own thing.
Right. Try and link it in with Tyson's doing. Like,
no. Have it be its own separate thing.
Okay.
That's what I mean. Yes, hey, it's Mike Tyson's card. I guess if I don't know who the Thriller, I think it was.
Yeah, it was Thriller and Weed Maps.
Okay, I guess if you're Thriller, hey, you probably thought, hey, maybe Mike Tyson hasn't fought in a long time, and we need some attraction. But bro, the Tyson Jones fight was hyped up for a while.
Yeah,
it was supposed to be in September, and it didn't happen. And I'll say this, bro. Again, it was cool to see all this, right? All that shit, but bro, I'm good, bro. I'm good after this. I don't need to see him fight again. They were both gassed out after one round, bro.
Who, Tyson and Roy Jones?
Roy Jones was breathing heavy after one round, bro. Yep.
Roy Jones. Roy Jones is scared.
Not that he was scared, bro. Bro, it's Mike Tyson, bro. You're fighting in there.
50-something-year-old now.
Y'all must have forgot. Y'all must have forgot. It's Mike Tyson.
He was talking big post fight, but like doing this stuff, he was like, "I'm gonna just hug you for about 6 rounds, and then go ham for 2."
Nah, but again, overall, listen, it was cool to see Tyson fight again. I think people were upset with, the draw. It's a draw, man. Hello, it's his fucking exhibition.
Yeah.
This wasn't supposed to be a fight. Like, oh my God,
And like he said in a post-match interview, he's not really gonna, get a license to fight for actual like big purses because it isn't about that anymore. And maybe he'll probably do a one when he's done. But like this is what he's gonna be doing.
Yeah.
And I'm fine with that. I mean, he's probably going to get one fight where he's going to knock somebody out, and it's going to be great.
And apparently they both made, like, I think $1 million each, I think, off this fight, or $2 million, I think they both made.
And that's fine,
do you have any idea how much Jake Paul and Nate Robinson made for that fight?
I'm pretty sure they made, like, at least
$600,000.
That's what I told my parents. I was like, they had to get at least over $500,000.
So what did your... Did your parents watch the fight too?
I showed them earlier today.
The Nate Robinson thing? Did they laugh at it? Like,
No, I showed me and my dad watched that last night, but I showed my mom and my dad the Tyson and Roy Jones fight.
all right.
They were laughing at the Snoop commentary.
Ask questions. Seth Rollins take Hyatt to set him up versus Roman Reigns. WrestleMania main event. Do you see him win Royal Rumble? No.
Yeah, he wouldn't win back-to-back Royal Rumble. No, he wouldn't win. He won in 2018. 2018? Yeah,
19.
He won 19. He won 2019. Yeah, he wouldn't win again.
So there was that, bro. Again, you know, as far as this whole Jake Paul thing, again, people are gonna shit on it. But if you're boxing right now, bro, you need this, bro. Boxing needs it.
Yeah.
People don't want to admit it. I'll give you this example, bro. This past Friday night, it was Danny Jacob versus Gabe Rosado.
Yeah, I can't wait for whatchamacallit.
And not a peep from anyone. Not a fucking peep.
I can't wait for what's the next fight coming up? Is Garcia versus
Spence?
Yeah, Spence. Yeah, Earl Spence. Is it Earl Spence Jr.?
Look this up.
Yeah, Spence versus Garcia. I can't
That's
wait
coming.
for that.
I can't wait for that one either. Cannot wait.
This Saturday. Yeah, this Saturday.
Ooh, can't wait for that one. My order sushi for that one. Don't know yet. Again, another thing too, bro. Now that because I have COVID now, bro, I can't go out.
Right.
The only thing I can do is just move my car. Because tomorrow's Monday, where I park my car to do the street cleaning, whatever.
Oh, yep.
So I have to move my car. I have to move. So I have to go outside with my mask on and move my car, basically.
Yeah, it's gonna be snowing tomorrow, and I can't with the snow tomorrow.
Like, listen, if we wanted to, we can end the show right here, yeah. That's basically we could cover right now. But there's some things to talk about in the world of wrestling. I know people, again, this is a wrestling podcast after all. It's been a crazy week, like I mentioned. I got COVID. Bob Ryder passed away from Impact Wrestling. Rest in peace to Bob Ryder. Even though the guy blocked me years ago, but you know, I did it to myself. But it is what it is.
All right.
Rest in peace, Bob, Mr. Ryder. Apparently, they found him dead in his apartment, in his house.
Yeah, I heard. I saw that on Reddit. Actually,
it's crazy.
Yeah.
Also, the passing of one of the all-time greats, Diego Armando Maradona. La mano de Dios, hand of God. Sad day for the world. It was a sad day this past Wednesday in the world of soccer. It's funny because I took a nap. I woke up in the news broke. What the fuck? This is crazy. Maradona passed away.
Yeah, it's not like he was young though. He was like 60 something, wasn't he?
Yeah, but it's still young. That's still a young age though, bro, to go out. I mean, the guy had the dude had his problems, bro. He had addiction and all that stuff, but on the pitch, bro, that dude gave it his all, bro.
Is that what y'all call it on the pitch?
On the soccer field, the pitch, if you will.
Okay.
I'm sorry, on the court. You know what I'm saying? On the hardwood, if you will.
That's basketball.
That's my point, though. But again, you know, when the news broke out, it was kind of crazy because I just didn't think that would happen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Granted, I never watched the guy play live. My father did. I've seen some of his highlights. I always remember Mexico World Cup 70, I think it was. I gotta remember this real quick. I gotta remember this. That's what I want to make sure I'm getting my shit right. God damn it.
Did you watch the full thing?
There you go. It was the World Cup 86, dude. World Cup 86. I believe that was in God damn it, yo. I gotta look this shit up again. World Cup 86. It was in Mexico, right? So it was England versus Argentina. Okay? It was England versus Argentina. Right. I want to believe that was the final, right? That was the final of that World Cup. And what I remember was it was like the semifinal or whatever, right? But or the final, one or the other, right? It was one or the other. It was England and Argentina, and Maradona scores a goal with his hand, but no one catches it though. And since then they call it the hand of God, la mano de Dios. But it's very like sneaky cheating way though, which again, oh fuck, he got caught. You know what I'm saying? Everyone caught it, but not the referees though. And then in the same game, he goes through like fucking 8 players or 7 of them.
Like dribbling.
Like imagine LeBron breaking ankles, right?
Yeah.
Or shaking people basically on the court to do a layup. And ends up doing a fucking layup and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what this guy basically did with the soccer ball. But he fucking ran through the midfield, through the defensive, through the whole defense and shit. Even the goalie. So again, he got caught, but in the same he performed this amazing play that got everyone to oh, if you will, just memories and shit. Yeah. So there was that. Also, there's been this talk. As far as rumors go, right? Rumors are concerned here. There's talks of the Royal Rumble happening, right, in 2021. We already know. Listen, WWE's leaving the Amway Center at the end of the month, I believe, and the Thunderdome's going to Tropicana Field,
right,
in Tampa.
Right.
And the talks is for the Royal Rumble. There's a rumor going around, by the way, that the idea to have Lana win the Royal Rumble, the Women's Rumble match. Now, keep this in mind, okay? As reported in the last few hours by Brian Alvarez during one of the daily newsletters of the Wrestling Observer within the WWE circles, the idea of making a WWE roster athlete win without making him or her fight, and obviously after what is seen in these episodes of Raw in recent weeks, and in the addition of Survivor Series from last week, that name could easily be that name could easily be that of Lana. And this is what Alvarez basically stated in quote: I can only tell you that the management has been considering the idea of this ending for years without thinking of anyone in particular. In practice, everyone enters except number 30. And in the end, only 2 people remain in the ring. Without the 30th having entered yet. When the last 2 self-eliminate together, then number 30 enters the ring, who wins without even having a fight. And there's talks that could possibly be Lana. Mike, your face says it all, bro. Your face says it all, Mike. You know, it's every day, bro.
I thought Survivor Series, the Survivor Series match with Lana was bad. I really thought that was bad, but this is honestly worse. And I call that the worst booking in the last 10 years with Lana at Survivor Series.
That was terrible. That was terrible. Now, listen, let's play, I guess, devil's advocate. Not devil's advocate. I did watch on Monday that she didn't go through a table. Right? She finally standing up for herself now. There's that. No. To me, this should not even fucking happen. That'll be a terrible idea. Now listen, I love the Royal Rumble match. I love it. One of my favorite matches of the entire year to look forward to. Now, I also went on record last year saying, you know what? After this year, in 2020, right? After that there should be no more women's Rumble matches. Because to me, the idea of having 2 Rumble matches is like too much. Right?
Yeah.
So the idea of we're gonna give it to Lana,
It's
the,
basically wasting it again.
the same Lana who already faced Asuka on Raw and got disqualification.
Right.
Yeah, Mike. I don't know if you noticed, but then I don't know if you knew, but Lana got a title shot on Monday against Lana.
You know what? I did see that, and I turned the channel, and that's what made me not watch the rest of Raw.
And you know what's funny, yo? I said this on Twitter, like, yo, I'm like, you know what? Low key, it's a part of me that's rooting for Lana, not because she deserves it, but because I wanted to see how all these dorky YouTubers and dorky podcasters lose their shit in their reviews.
I mean, at this point, it even shouldn't be like I mean, it is mind numbing at one point, but in the next, it's like, what can you do? It's just all bad.
So there's that. People thought I was calling out a YouTuber. No, I'm not. I'm just saying the fact, though. People are gonna just talk shit. People are gonna just lose their fucking minds. That's just what it is. So that didn't happen, though. They ended disqualification. Lana, Asuka threw water at Lana and Shayna, and there was that.
Yeah, I did see that, yeah. And I turned it off right after.
Oh, Mike. Are we so lucky, Mike? Aren't we so lucky?
Yeah.
So there was that. Again, I would not be surprised they do it. Do I think it's a stupid idea? Absolutely. But this is WWE we're talking about. This is the WWE that we're talking about here, okay? They had someone win a Survivor Series match by not doing nothing, but then again, they did the same thing in '91 with Ric Flair.
What was that again?
It was a Survivor Series match in '91. Ric Flair was part of the Ted DiBiase team, and there was a count out, but Flair was the last person to get back into the ring. At the time, Ric Flair was doing the whole real world champion gimmick, and he ended up winning the whole thing.
Oh yeah.
So there's that. Moving on real quick, Mike. Moving on. Also, they did this whole from Team Raw, right? From the men, to doing this whole thing where they're going to, I guess, get rewarded, right, for the WWE title match against Drew McIntyre. Per Adam Pearce, he botched McIntyre's name on last Monday. So what we know is that it's going to be Riddle, Keith Lee, and who's the other person? God damn it, yo.
He called him Drew McIntyre.
Yeah, he called him back, but it's McIntyre, obviously. Oh yeah, and AJ going at it to determine the number one contender for Drew McIntyre.
Oh yeah, as a quick side note, this is how far out of the loop I am. Did Matt Riddle get his name back?
No.
They still call him Riddle.
They still call him Riddle. The man they call Riddle. Bro. The man they call Riddle.
Because I saw him with his tight little compression t-shirt on it. It had Matt on it. It had Matt Riddle on it. I was like, oh, they must have gave him his name back.
Nope. I mean, they still have merch, though. Remember, every wrestler has to wear the merch to the ring. Because the idea is that is their wardrobe. Remember that the idea for WWE that a lot of these wrestlers, their wardrobe is their merchandise.
Yeah.
You're not gonna see fucking Riddle wear a Nike shirt on television. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Braun Strowman apparently got suspended for putting his hands on Adam Pearce.
Oh, whatever.
Whatever, yeah. And there was that for Monday Night Raw that I can remember, that I can give a fuck about. Also, the Street Profits, the New Day defeated the Hurt Business twice to retain their tag team titles against the Hurt Business, obviously. Damn, Mike, you're yawning like crazy, bro, on the
Bro,
air.
I'm so tired. I worked Black Friday and Saturday.
Oh, bro.
I'm tired, bro.
Don't worry, man. We'll wrap this up in a bit, bro. We'll wrap this up in a bit. We'll wrap this up. Don't
Yeah.
worry. Don't worry. AEW news real quick. All I really saw, honestly, was the contract signing for Kenny Omega and Jon Moxley, which I thought was okay. It's happening this Wednesday, by the way.
So they're not even saying. This is the reason why I don't like Revolution being in February.
Yeah.
I don't like that. Like, why have this world title match on free television?
Because they want to pop a rating.
Who cares about the ratings? Both companies. I'm not even gonna go there.
Both shows, you mean?
The companies.
Well, okay.
Stink. They both.
Fair enough.
Stink. I literally can't watch AEW anymore.
Oh, Mike, you're gonna piss off the AEW fans.
I know I'm in a super minority with that one. It's just some stuff I can take, and there's a lot of stuff that I can't.
I understand. And
there's nothing with the in-ring work. That's always amazing. It's just the television.
Also on the show, Taz put Cody Rhodes in the Taz mission.
I saw that on Instagram, and it looked awful to me. So
okay, fair. I thought it was pretty good. I mean, for nostalgia purpose.
Yeah.
For nostalgia purpose. I mean, did he really choke him out? No, come on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But there's that. Because Taz wants some respect back on the FTW title.
Nobody cares, man. That's the thing. Nobody cares about that title. Nobody cared in the 90s. Nobody cared in the early 2000s. Nobody cares now. That title is done. It was done after 1998?
Nah, bro.
Stop
chill.
It. Like, stop
more
it.
like 290, more like 2000 something, bro.
Like, nobody cares about the FTW title. Like, stop. That's
so
dumb. Take it off of TV. Nobody really cares about whatchamacallit that is on him. What's his name?
Brian Cage.
Yeah, nobody cares about him.
The man they call Cage.
Who has what has he done lately?
Nothing. Apparently, they got Will Hobbs. They got Will Hobbs to join the faction. So it's Will Hobbs, Brian Cage, and Ricky Starks. Oh, see, that's how you know. I almost forgot the dude's name, yo. Absolute Ricky Starks.
And Ricky Starks is the best one out of that whole faction.
You think so?
I like him a lot.
He's pretty good. He's pretty good.
I'm just waiting on that one star. Like, wrestling needs a star, man. They need a couple of them.
They need a LeBron, yeah. They need a LeBron.
They need a Jordan. Screw LeBron. They need a Jordan. They need a Jordan and LeBron.
They need a Pippen. They need a Pippen.
They don't need a Pippen.
They need a Dennis.
It's the wrestling. Both spread it around is nothing but Pippins. Nothing but support. These are all supporting cast. They need a star player in each company that can transcend this thing, because it's just not happening.
Yeah. So there's the NXT. What I know is that Leon Ruff will be defending the North American Championship versus Johnny Gargano and what's this dude's name? Damian Priest. There you go. I almost called him. I almost called them Punishment Martinez from Ring of Honor. Yeah. Speaking of Ring of Honor, Mike Bennett is back in Ring of Honor, dude.
Who cares? He's just a cuck.
Chill, bruh. He's back with Matt Taven. I'm with it. I'm with it.
When was the last time anybody cared about the what's the name of their faction?
The Kingdom?
Yeah, when was the last time people cared about that? Honestly.
Back when they were in Japan?
And how long ago was that?
2015, 16, I think it was.
Yeah, about six years. Nobody cares. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm being a savage, but really, nobody cares, bro.
I hear you, Mike. I hear you, Mike. I hear you, Mikey. It's okay. It's okay.
I'm
Nobody,
sorry. I'm sorry. I'm being a savage, but nobody cares.
reading the chat here real quick. Speaking of retirement, did you hear about Jimmy Rave announcing his pro wrestling retirement after arm amputation? Yeah, it sucks, dude. It's terrible. That is fucking terrible. Again, Wall Games, William Regal. Dave Rice here also. WWE already fucked this Rumble plan up because of how they did Becky Lynch winning the Rumble. Lana didn't make it in the Rumble. Continued, then Becky entered after 30. No, if I remember, Becky took Lana's spot. That's what I remember.
Yeah, she broke her ankle.
Allegedly, she broke
Yeah.
her ankle. I don't know how, but
I think didn't whatchamacallit, Nia Jax, didn't she like beat up Lana like before, and then she tried walking out there and she couldn't make it, and then that's how Becky got in and she said, "Let me take it." And then that's when the tide turned. That's when everybody started turning on the man because she was becoming a
bully.
Terrible. It wasn't organic anymore after that.
Yeah. Also on NXT, it was announced that that Ember Moon will be joining Team Shotzi Blackheart for the female War Games match, and that Team McAfee will be having the advantage in the War Games match for the men. So I don't know if you know this or not, but Pat McAfee now has a faction in NXT.
Yeah, I know that. It's Danny Burch and Oni Lorcan.
And Pete Dunne.
Yeah. I was happy when Pete Dunne came back. See, that's the only reason why I'm going to start back watching NXT again. It's because my man is back.
and ripped.
Yeah, he's shredded. He's been locked away since COVID. What else could he do?
He's on that plant-based work. He's on the Austin Aries plant-based. Anyway.
Yeah.
There's that. On SmackDown, what I saw was Kevin Owens beat the holy hell out of Jey Uso before Jey Uso beat the fuck out of Otis.
And you know what? I regret not really paying too close attention to this Roman heel turn, because I've heard that
it's the best thing happening right now, bro. I said this.
Yeah.
I said it last week. He's probably not the best act right now. He is the best act in wrestling right now.
And I feel bad too, because I've been waiting for this, and it's just hitting me at a point where I really don't give a crap about wrestling right now.
and also, Sami Zayn and Daniel Bryan tore the house down on Friday.
I bet they did.
So there's that too. They're now transitioning, I guess, into a Big E and Sammy program. It looks like for the Intercontinental title.
It don't matter because Big E ain't gonna win. Excuse me. I'm sorry.
You never know, bro. You never know. Also, was reported from Impact Wrestling, there's a lot of COVID positive tests. Speaking of the COVID, it's reported that apparently former Impact Tag Team Champion Ethan Page has announced on his Twitter account that he encountered someone with COVID-19 and he'll be pulling himself from all future dates that he had booked, including an event with former WWE superstar Swoggle. By the way, Swoggle made an appearance on Impact this past Tuesday dressed as AJ Styles. Page writes the following in quote.
Who?
Yes, so Hornswoggle, right? AKA Swoggle, right?
Yeah.
Appeared on Impact this past Tuesday dressed as AJ Styles to take on Ethan Page. And they played the old AJ theme song from Impact, and it was hilarious. But anyway, this is what Paige wrote on Twitter. In quote, wanted to apologize to ACW Wisconsin for having to miss the December 4th upcoming event. I've come in contact with someone with a COVID positive person and will need to quarantine for 14 days. This will wrap up my 2020 schedule. Sorry at WWE Hornswoggle. Also is noted as well that Paige is apparently done with Impact as well.
Who? Paige?
Ethan Page.
Ethan Page. Okay.
He's done with Impact, apparently. His contract is up, and Impact already taped their stuff for the end of the year. So unless he hasn't signed the new deal, he's already done with Impact.
Oh, okay.
There you go with that. Apparently, as well, per this report, the belief is that Page was exposed to the virus at the recent tapes for Impact on Access. His contractual obligation with the company has comes to an end next month, which is already December. But again, they already filmed their shit at the end of the year, so there's that, I think. So with that being said, Mike, that being said, we're gonna wrap things up, Mike. Anything you want to say in closing here? Anything you wanna that we probably didn't mention that you feel like we should mention?
To take it back all the way to boxing, it's going to be a new boxing game coming out.
Fight Night?
It's not Fight Night. It's called Esports Boxing Club.
Is it Konami?
No, it's this. It's a UK game development company. Like, they're super duper serious. I would search it up on YouTube. It looks real nice. It's going to be coming out on the PS. It's like one of the last games is going to be coming out on the PS4, Xbox One, transitioning into the PS5 and Series X and S. It looks really good.
My question is it going to have all the stars? Like, are we talking here like Manny Pack?
For now, like some of the big people that they got is
Anthony Josh,
Joe Frazier, Rocky Marciano,
Muhammad Ali, Mike Tyson.
They didn't get those yet, but I'm pretty sure they are. But they got a lot of like younger stars now. One of the big younger people that they got was Povetkin.
Okay.
Yeah, they just signed him. They got Ricky Hatton.
Of course they do. Of course they got Ricky Hatton.
Yeah, and they just got a whole bunch of other people. There's a lot of people that I've never heard of, but they're like pro people.
Well, you gotta remember, I don't see them getting Joshua though. Anthony Joshua or Tyson Fury.
I'm pretty sure they're trying their best to get them because
you gotta remember. They appeared on the UFC game through EA, so I gotta believe they have a deal with EA. Same as Mike Tyson.
They probably got a likeness deal, but I'm pretty sure they can work something out. But they're working directly with the WBC.
Yeah, but you gotta remember though, bro, the sport of boxing is just not. Even though it's the sport, but there's all these organizations. You have again Showtime Boxing. PBC. You have the Zone. You have I guess now Thriller. But I look.
That's different. I wouldn't count them yet.
But you get the gist though, bro. All these fighters are spread all over the place. So I look forward to seeing how this works. I'm not saying that. Oh my God, this is Also,
they're almost like done with the game, but they're adding boxers, but they're working directly with the WBC and making it like the esports game.
And top rank.
Yeah.
I'm glad I mentioned Top Rank.
Yeah, I think they're working with Top Rank as well.
Look forward to that. Anyway, guys, we're going to wrap things up here, guys. This was fun this week. This was a fun week. It was a fun day. All right, you guys have been awesome as fucking always. I appreciate all of you. Again, this is the shit that I'm going through right now. I'm going to get better. All right? I'm going to get better. 10 days from now, I will get myself another COVID test. 10 days from now to see where I'm at. But for the next couple of days, I'm going to be home watching some stuff on Netflix. I have Hulu as well. So there's that. If you guys recommend me to watch, and if you guys have any recommendations what I should watch, let me know on Twitter at HeelSteven. All right, follow me there. Instagram at HeelSteven. All that fun stuff. Big Mike, let them know, bro. Where can they check you out, man?
I guess Instagram. So it's Detroit Big Mike 313.
There you go, man. Detroit Big Mike at 313.
Yeah.
All right, you check him out there. With that being said, guys, I'm Steve. And again, you ain't know where to find. You ain't know the vibes already. This has been another installment of Around the Point. Peace out, y'all.